is creative and can be weird. Here's a weird problem where the variable appears in the base of log. Have you seen such a problem before? Drop a comment down below. I'm going to show you how to differentiate this, and really it is very basic. I'm not going to use log laws, okay, because I want to show you the intuition even if you don't remember the laws, and just to make you feel confident with math and calculus so you're not intimidated when you see weird problems. That's the goal of this video, one of the goals of this video. Let's start off with the derivative of log to the base x of e. So it's switched. Instead of log x, it's log to the base x of e. How do we figure that out? So there is a change of base law for logs, but I'm going to show you how to think about it, okay, intuitively. So suppose you forgot that change of base. It takes 5 seconds to understand it. Log to the base x of e, okay, let's call this box. We don't know what it is. But what does it mean, right? What it means is x power box is e. It is the thing you have to power the base by to get the e, right? It's the thing you have to power x by to get e. So therefore what we get is x power box is equal to e. And now we can take our usual log, which we understand how to differentiate. It's 1 over x. Let's do that. So we take our usual log and we get log of x power box is equal to log of e. So this is log to the base e. So log of e is 1. Again, it's what you have to power e by to get e, which is just 1. Okay, so you get that's 1. And now using log laws, you get box times log x is going to equal to 1. Or in other words, box is equal to 1 over log x. And of course our box, our thing we wanted to fill in, our blank, was log to the base x of e. So we've got a formula that log to the base x of e is equal to 1 over log x. Now this is a quick way to feel for it, just to understand what you're doing. Okay, I personally don't like using laws unless I really understand them. And I find it easy sometimes, instead of remembering them, just to understand the derivation. So here we've got log to the base x e is just 1 over log x, a very concrete function, and we can differentiate that. 1 over log x. So I'm going to do that and then go on to the next problem. And I'll have a challenge for you at the end of this video, okay? So keep watching for that, and I want you to practice working things out while I'm going along, okay? I'm trying to make you a master of calculus. That's my goal of watching this video. Whenever you see it in a homework exam, etc., you're the master of it. So I want you to practice solving things before I do it and then see how I do it. But here we have log to the base x of e is going to equal to 1 over log x, ln x. So here I'm just going to put log to the base x of e. I'm sorry that if I put ln there, I got confused. So log to the base x of e is 1 over ln x. So how do we differentiate it? We want to find the derivative of 1 over ln x dx. Now here, this is the chain rule. It's a derivative of 1 over something times the derivative of that something. Okay, so the derivative of 1 over something is another way of doing it. I always like when I'm using the power rule. I know with reciprocals I have to use the power rule, even with square roots. So I always like to kind of write it out explicitly as a power. It is ln x power negative 1. So now you see how to differentiate it. The negative 1 comes out in front. Okay, so you get negative 1 times ln x power negative 2. Okay, the exponent drops by 1. And then once you've done that, you have to then multiply with the derivative of the thing, okay? Because if it was just x power negative 1, you're done, but it's ln x, so it's a chain rule here. So the derivative of ln x is 1 over x, okay? So we get 1 over x, and here we're just going to get negative 1 over x times ln x squared. Okay, so that's a cool way of writing it out that I like. Negative 1 over x ln x squared. I have a quick question for you. Why can't we say, for the ln x squared, why can't we say it's 2 ln x? Okay, sometimes people make this mistake. I've seen it happen. Can you drop a comment down below explaining why that isn't the case? And be careful not to make it if it's something you have made before, which you may not have done. In that case, the comment isn't applicable to you. But there's the derivative of the first one, and now we're going to do the second one, and this is starting to look weird, you see? So again, I'm going to sort of do it with the same process, and I'm going to tell you the change of base formula at the end, okay? So the change of base formula at the end, and I'm going to give you a challenge question to use that formula to then find the derivative. So here what we're going to do is we're now going to find the derivative of the second one, and the second one is again, okay, so if you don't know, change of base, what you can do is you can just say, and I like to keep things really simple, math, I want to give you, I'm a research mathematician, I've done it for a long time. We always try to think about things in basic ways. We don't just blindly apply stuff, okay? So I wouldn't apply log laws right off if I saw this problem. I just think about what I'm trying to do first. So log e to the x of x, again, let's call it blank. So then what is blank? Blank is the thing you have to power e to the x by to get x. So basically e to the x power blank is going to equal to x. And of course now we get e to the x times blank is equal to x. And the point here is now we can solve for blank, okay? We can just use, and the reason I put blank is I don't like seeing this weird expression. It just helps to, you can call it some other letter, but you have to be careful just because it kind of may introduce errors sometimes. So e to the x times blank is x, take logs on both sides, okay? Whenever we want to solve for an exponent, we can take out any log we like, any base we like, but we're going to use base e because we have an e here. So we can, and we know what the derivative of log to the base e is, okay? So that's an easy derivative to remember. So here we can take logs on both sides. So we're going to get log of e to the x blank is equal to log of x. But that just means that, you put out the exponent out front, and log of e is equal to 1. So again, like log of this is what do you have to power, because the base is e, right? That's what ln means. What do you have to power e by to get e power x times blank? It's just x times blank. Okay, so therefore x times blank is going to equal to log x. And what's that going to tell you? Well, x times blank is log x, therefore blank is going to be log x over x. Okay, so it's going to be log x over x. So now we've solved, okay? We know what we're differentiating log x over x. Okay, so I'm going to now put that up top. So this is going to equal to log x over x. And now what we can do is we can differentiate this. So what is the derivative of log x over x? Use the chain. So I have a video where I've graphed this function, or something like this, x over log x maybe. Okay, I've graphed a function like this using the first derivative, second derivative, concavity, critical points, inflection points. Check it out, okay? It's a tutorial on graphing, and it's really important for calculus, differential calculus. So check it out. I've given you a masterclass there, okay? So here we're going to do d dx of ln x over x. What we can do is we can use the quotient rule. So the quotient rule is, sometimes I like to just keep things very simple. It's u over v, right? Let's call the top u and the bottom v. If you're just practicing, just remember that the derivative of u over v is going to equal to u prime v minus uv prime divided by v squared. Okay, so just kind of isolate it so that you can see everything and then plug in the formula. Once you get good, you can just see it and do it, okay? That'll happen eventually, okay? If not now already. But I'm just telling, for everyone who's watching, if you're struggling with this, just don't worry. It just takes practice and time. But here we've got u prime v minus uv prime. So what is u prime? U prime is equal to 1 over x, and v prime is equal to 1, okay? Because v is x. So that actually tells us what the derivative is going to be. We have to take u prime, which is 1 over x. So 1 over x times v, which is equal to x, right? So 1 over x times x minus the derivative of x times log x. So v prime is the derivative of x is 1. So, and then you multiply by u, which is log x. Okay, so 1 times log x, which is log x, divided by x squared, which is just v squared. And so this is just going to equal to 1 minus ln x over x squared. Okay, 1 minus ln x over x squared. And that's going to be our final answer for that derivative. So it's super cool. We differentiated something with a weird variable in the base. And as I said, drop a comment if you've seen that. I've almost never seen that. Actually, I sort of did like a calculus problem like 16 or 17 years ago when I was learning calculus, and this sort of thing came out. And then I was like, okay, I should make a video on this because it looks a little weird, and it's good to learn how to do weird questions. And so here's my challenge to you, okay? I want you to do this problem to really master what's going on, okay? And here's the question. What is log? I want you to give a master formula, okay? So this is one of the things I really love about math, is we can give a formula that solves all problems, okay? Every problem, you sort of do the same process. So here's just what is the universal formula going to be? Log f of x of g of x. What is the derivative of this function going to be? Can you do that? And drop a comment down below what you think it is. I'd love to read that. And I'm just going to briefly tell you the change of base formula. Okay, so the change of base formula is when you have something like log to the base x of e, you can just take the log with the natural log to the base e, divided by natural log of x. Okay, so you can take natural log of the thing, e, divided by natural log x. That is a change of base formula. Okay, so that's going to be 1 over ln x. And you can do the same thing up here. Log to the base f of x of g of x is natural log g of x by natural log f of x, okay? But I want you to do the process we did earlier in the video just to convince yourself you understand the change of basis formula. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you loved that video. As I said, I have a playlist on calculus growing on my channel based on lectures I taught at Princeton University, where I received a university-wide faculty teaching award. I love teaching math on my channel and helping support you. And all you have to do, if you want to motivate me and also help spread my channel, is like, subscribe, and share the content with people. If you are in a class, share it with other classmates. I want to help as many people as possible. There are already classes around the world following my channel, quite a few of them, and I'm so happy to know that and to be able to support people everywhere. I want elite math education to be available to everyone. Okay, so before you click away, I just want to say that I want to help support as many people as possible. I don't want it to just be someone attending one high school or college to have access. Maybe they're lucky they have a good teacher or professor, but I want everyone to have that access. And I also want to grow my channel to help support people who are underprivileged, who don't have internet access, or the things we take for granted every day. So supporting my channel will help me achieve this goal. I really believe that we can change lives through math education. Thank you so much for watching. Wish you all the best, and I'll see you in the next video.